On Tuesday, former U.S. House Speaker Newt Gingrich accused Kelly of spending too much time covering Trump's alleged sexual misconducts.
So it's worth 23 minutes of the three networks to cover that story. And Hillary Clinton, in a secret speech in Brazil to a bank that pays her $225,000, saying her dream is an open border where 600 million people could come to America. That's not worth covering.
That is worth covering.
You want to go back through the tapes of your show recently? You are fascinated with sex, and you don't care about public policy. Now, that's what I get out of watching you tonight.
Fascinated by sex. As you might expect, Trump's response was positive.
By the way, congratulations, Newt, on last night. That was an amazing interview. It was an amazing...
Well, he loved it. The exchange is not likely to do Trump any favors with female voters. A recent CNN ORC poll showed Hillary Clinton holds a 12-point lead among women. There are just 13 days until the U.S. election, and if polls like that are anything to go by, 13 might be an unlucky number for Donald Trump. But our next guest insists that Trump will win. DailyMail.com columnist Katie Hopkins joins me now. You think he's going to win?
I think he's going to win. I think you guys are in for a big surprise, which I'm quite excited about. I think we've seen a very similar thing here in the UK with Brexit. We saw a lot of the liberal press kind of sneering at Brexiteers. We saw a lot of the sneering that we see from the Clinton News Network, and I think it's something we
That's CNN. You're calling us the Clinton News Network.
That's exactly correct. And
why? Why do you call us the Clinton News Network?
Because
when we prominently featured a Florida poll that showed Donald Trump had a couple of points lead in Florida.
And earlier on this evening on Twitter, you were telling me, Hillary Clinton has a 12-point lead, and now you're having to look at Florida polls showing a 2-point lead.
But those are two different.
Very hard for you.
Though entirely different things. One is a national poll that showed she had. One poll that showed she had a 12-point lead. Others show a 9-point lead. Nationally, she's been ahead for weeks.
I think we're all very bored of the polls. I think none of us need to take any notice of them whatsoever. We learned that in the UK with Brexit. We learned it indeed with our general election. What I will say, having sat in the Republican convention in Cleveland and watched your news network, it is entirely biased, I think, in coverage. And I think Trump's doing a great job. And I think what we saw today from him opening that hotel was a super
because you keep making these accusations, and quite frankly, you cannot back them up.
Because you just said, I'll just give you an example straight.
I'll back them up. Not in airtime, not in how often.
I will give you an example straight off the bat of what you just said. No, I won't let you finish because I want to answer your question. You said I can't back them up.
You can't go ahead and back them up then, because I've worked here 18 years, and I can tell you there is nothing but balance in how we cover.
So you were just saying how Trump really struggles with women. You guys seem to love to present us women, and I am vaguely a woman, as victims. I don't see myself as a victim. Many women, hard-working women, don't see themselves as victims. And we could also look at other polls that say 70% of individuals find Clinton to be utterly distasteful. I find her abhorrent to look at. Her little smile there does nothing for me. So as
Katie Hopkins, nobody's saying everybody loves Hillary Clinton.
Well, I think you just did. Women, you said women love Hillary. Women do not love Hillary Clinton.
I never said that. You're literally misquoting me.
Tell me your quote.
I gave you a poll where she had a 12-point advantage over Donald Trump with the female.
They really are meaningless. Move on from polls. I'm bored of your polls.
Okay, but you just quoted something I said that was completely factually incorrect.
Tell me the correct quote.
That women love Hillary Clinton?
Oh, wrong word there. Clinton.
When did I say
You love Clinton, remember, not Trump.
This conversation is actually going completely off the rails, because it seems like we've just entered a post-fact world where no matter what we say to you, you will actually deny facts and then fabricate quotes and put them in my mouth.
I think where we now sit in politics is in a world of post-truth politics where we surround ourselves with the truth that we want to hear. People enter an echo chamber and hear the stuff they said back to them that they want to hear, which is why people that support Clinton listen to you, and why people that support Trump might listen to me or Fox, for example. Anyway, do ask me some questions you want to ask.
Sure, let's talk about Brexit, because, first let me ask you about your support for Donald Trump. What is it about the things that he says? Why do you support Donald Trump? Because you're sitting here in Britain. Of course, you were pro-Brexit and all those things, and you have said some absolutely vicious and disgusting things about immigrants. You've called them cockroaches. You've said they were feral. You've said suicidal inmates should just go ahead and kill themselves.
I think we should turn
People
back
with
the vote.
dementia are blocking beds.
True.
So absolutely disgusting things.
In your opinion is it's disgusting. In my opinion, I speak the truth.
Anybody who calls a human being a cockroach,
I don't think you speak for everybody, darling.
Says something.
Move along with your
disgusting
question.
in many people's minds. Why do you support Donald Trump?
Because for me, as a small business owner, he really speaks to me and the people like me that work hard for a living. He gets things done. I think we've just seen Obamacare. It crucifies small business owners. You're going to get more of that with Hillary Clinton. You're not going to get that with Trump, and I think that's very important. He also gets stuff done. What we've seen with Clinton, essentially, she's just the wife of an ex-president. She was there supporting her husband whilst he was in the Oval Office with Monica Lewinsky on her knees next to him. That is not the sort of strong woman I need. You're going to cut me off because I said
not at all. You just said she's someone's wife when she was Secretary of State.
She was someone's wife, and he had affairs in the Oval Office, and she stood by him. That is not a strong woman for me, honey.
But if you call me honey, that is just very condescending.
Okay,
no,
what would you like me to call you?
Extremely rude. All right, well, let's get this back on track. Brexit. Why did you support Brexit? Keeping migrants out of Britain, was that the main reason?
No, not immigration is the main reason. I'm a big fan. I was in the British Army. I'm a big fan of the British forces. It's another reason why I support Trump, actually, because I think he will stand up for our service personnel. And actually, for Brexit, it was about taking back control, taking back sovereignty. And our state broadcaster actually was very biased in their reporting and coverage of Brexit. They did not believe that Brexit would win. They found it very difficult to admit that we won, and I find your coverage to be very similar with Trump.
All right, we're going to leave it there. Katie Hopkins, that was interesting. It's interesting to speak to someone with your views and to sort of try to figure out where they come from. Thanks very much for joining us. Well, Donald Trump's former role as host of a reality TV show earned him a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, but today that star is unrecognizable. Police say a man vandalized it with a sledgehammer and a pickaxe in an act captured on video. They say they expect to make an arrest. That might not be that hard, though, considering that a man who says he did it gave an interview to a local media website. He says he wanted to auction off the star and donate the proceeds to women who claimed Trump sexually mistreated them, but the star was too heavy to pry out. Well, while Trump has long accused the media of bias, we heard it there from one of his most passionate fans, he's denying interest in something that would give him the chance to hit back louder than ever, his own television network. But as Brian Stelter now reports, Trump appears to be setting his sights online, not on air.
All right, welcome into Trump Tower Live.
And welcome, maybe, to Trump TV, promoting live campaign coverage every night until the election at 6:30 p.m. sharp. That's the same time as the network's nightly news.
These thieves and crooks, the media.
And we're again excited to be bypassing the left-wing media, which screws everything.
Boris Epstein, you've seen him here on CNN, is an investment banker turned Trump advisor and co-host, along with fellow advisor Cliff Sims, a conservative media consultant.